adjustable. It's just the thickness of your wheel is a little thick, so I wanted it to come out more. I'll file it down a little bit. We'll get it in.
Well, I'll try it first pass, and I'm not trying to cut a light, so it doesn't matter.
I'm also not trying to have you waste a pass, so
Well, okay.
I can see this little nut on the back.
Yeah,
I can pull it off and have it stick out that much further. But I specifically put your glove on and did it, make sure I can still feel it, do that kind of
I
thing.
can, it's just not what I'm used to.
Definitely different than
Yeah.
what you're used to. I 100% agree.
I'll be alright. I just thought it was the whole button at first.
Huh?
I thought it was the whole button.
No. It's just the micro switch in the sound.
Shallow.
Yeah. Arnold.
That's
Dale
another
Arnold.
heat
Same
guy,
thing.
right?
Yep, it's literally the same combo.
Yeah.
Same blower, same everything.
Well,
should-
I'll ask you the same question I asked him. Are you ready to stock up your 136? I have one for sale.
Okay. I think I'm going to put a Hartz 136 on it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think I'm getting one. Because Jamie Miller tunes my car, and he's big in with the Hartz guys or whatever. And
Okay.
You like that rear tire with low.
Bischoff and everything did the motor. It was originally built for X275.
Right.
So it had a 102 blower on it. It was originally built for X275 5 years ago. It sat for about 5 years. So it had a 102 blower on it. It had, 275s on it.
A 102 turbo?
No, 102 blower.
okay.
Like a F3D 102.
Oh,
Because
okay.
back then, that was what was legal in X275. So a lot of things were different. So this car's still stock suspension. Back then, you weren't allowed to have a 4-link or anything,
Yeah.
So this car was literally set up for X275 5 years ago. That's why, like, the full strut towers are still there. Like, now, I mean, none of that shit matters. But
Right.
so yeah, I basically bought it. I changed the blower, changed the rear gear, changed the tires. We just changed the converter. We put valve springs on it because it was sitting in. I only have maybe like 6 passes on it, but I got 1 full pass on it, which was a couple weeks ago. So that's why we came tonight, trying to get some more laps on it.
Fucking CO2 leak somewhere. Fuck. Just sitting. Well, I shut it off. Hopefully,
It went down. I don't know if converter seemed loose or I think it was all over the traction control in the beginning. It went 477 and 162. Which is slow, but the first pass with this converter and shit in it, I didn't shift it myself, and I think it shifted really high. So we'll have to fuck with that. But it went down by itself. First pass on the new converter. We'll go from there. It is, as you can see, I'm sweating. It is so hot. This is a nighttime rental from 6 p.m. to midnight because it's like 94 degrees today. So it's like 7 o'clock now. It's still, I think, like 80,
5 degrees. Whew. But whatever, it went down. We'll figure it out. We changed the converter, put a Circle D converter in it. I don't know, I'll let you know when I look at the data log and kind of go from there. It's hot. So hot. That was better. It still hit the drive shaft a couple times, the drive shaft curve a couple times. But the first pass we realized, last time we were at the track, Jamie was trying to like work the dump valve and it didn't seem to be working. So he wasn't sure like the polarity on it. So he wasn't sure if it was wired one way versus the other. So instead of like technically having it open for 1.2 seconds, he reversed it to see if the polarity on it was reversed. And Don was messing with it the other day, and whatever it was, he must have fixed it. So on the first pass, dump valve was off for 1.2 seconds or whatever, and then it opened 1.2 seconds up. That's why it was so slow. So we just changed it there, and he made a bigger change on the drive shaft curve. I let out a little early, I think. It just went 460 something at 162 again, but I let out early. It definitely felt way better up top that time. Felt a little stronger in the 60. The first 60 was really slow, 126 or something, when it went 109 last weekend, or 110 on the other converter. But we'll see. This one, Jamie made a big change in the drive shaft curve, but it definitely clipped it a couple times. But I think the other converter was too tight. This one is a lot looser, so I think it's going into a way different part of the drive shaft curve and a way different part of the tune and everything down low. So it's gonna make a couple changes and see where we go. But that felt better. So it is so humid, it's literally ridiculous. But it shifted and everything there by itself. I'm not doing any of the shifting anymore. It shifted everything. It did everything that it was supposed to. We just got to work on it and speed it up.
A little early, I think. What was 60? 120. It hit the curve a couple times. Yeah.
You're here, just run right into the curve.
That thing's still leaking a very tiny bit, but so I just shut it off. Very tiny bit, like.
Yeah, I know. Run out of
Air tank, bro. It's fine for tonight. Like I just shut it off. You know? It's barely leaking. Not like it was.
there's gotta be junk in that fucking valve.
I'm gonna go call the scale.
converters, like anything else, are very adjustable. You know, so like you kind of buy them based upon the engine horsepower, torque, how you run the car, and stuff like that is going to be has a huge effect on how the converter's configured, right? So, for lack of a better term, you basically got to take your best educated guess as to what it should be,
and then adjust.
and then you got to try it, and then go, oh, okay, and then sometimes you hit the
so you
nail
don't
on the
have to
head.
get a whole new
No.
thing. You just got to take the trans out and
it
adjust
bolts together. You pop it apart, and then you have this thing inside. It's called a stator. It almost looks like a impeller. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Think of it like a prop on a boat.
Yeah.
You know how like you can order a prop on the boat where you change your fin angle?
Right.
That's literally what this is. So inside the converter, it's got the prop that as that spins, it works off fluid shear, and that's what drives the car forward. That's how a torque converter works. So the different stators have different numbers of fins and different angles of the fin. And depending on how, you know, laid back or not laid back the fins are, decides how much fluid shear and how much force it takes to turn it, you know? So the more force it takes to turn, the tighter the stator is going to be. The looser it is, it's almost like it's like slippy, you know what I mean? Looser, slippy, tighter, no slippy. Well, we had a little trans fluid and it picked up mile an hour, but I also stayed in it all the way that time. I'm not sure if I did the passport, whatever. It's still hitting the traction control hard down low. I changed the dump. I think Jamie's sleeping or something. I feel bad because it's like fucking 11 o'clock at night. But I changed the dump valve settings and I raised the shift some. But I think I really need to change the drive shaft, like the traction control curve down low, because it's literally in it the whole time. And I think that's what's like holding it back, because it's trying to go faster for sure. So if he doesn't get back to me, I'm just gonna try and change the curve myself and raise it a bunch. He said he raised it 300 RPM. I'm probably gonna go 300 or 400 more. Just see what it does, because it's all in the traction control down low, and then up top it's pretty good. So we'll see what it does. I think it liked the trans fluid shit there, so we'll I don't know, we're testing. That's why we test. We gotta get it right before race day, you know. Well, it was our fastest pass of the night. I think Jamie's sleeping, so I feel bad, but I ended up changing the tune all myself. So I turned the dump completely off. I raised the shift points a little bit, and I changed the ramp a lot, because it was big into the traction control. I didn't want to go way too high on the ramp, so I went like a half decent amount, but I went a 455 at I don't know what mile an hour it went, 168 maybe, 165. Either way, I went a 455, which it was much faster. So this converter is just way different. We just have to learn it, you know what I mean? The old one was way tight, so we were doing things way differently, and this one's just reacting differently. It's just part of the game. But I mean, that was a decent pass there for, you know, whatever, for what we did. But we that'll be our last pass for the night, because it's almost midnight. It's like 11:50 or something. But we got some data on the converter. I think it's a little tight. I think they gave us, Circle D gave me another converter to put in, that's a little tighter. So we do have that. I'm going to ask them how much tighter it is, and I'm going to show them the data and stuff from this and see if they want us to put that one in or maybe go a little tighter or something. Either way, it's part of the game. Felt like it left pretty good there, and it was pretty rowdy in the middle there. So I don't know. I don't know. I'll see what the slip says, see what the 60 and shit is. It's still pretty lazy right off the hit. So I don't know. We'll see. I mean, it was a good day. We got some testing in. It still went down every pass, whether it be slow or not. It's part of it. We'll reconvene and see what kind of changes we need to make. See if we want to change the stator. What we need to do. It is, as you can see, I am pouring sweat, and it's midnight. It's ridiculous. I don't know what the density altitude is right now, but if I had to guess, it is well over 3,000. I'll check. I'll see what it is, and I'll let you guys know. Yeah, so it was more mile an hour, 166 there, 119.60, so still slow. It was all over the curve again. I checked the A, it's like 2,400. But you got to think, it's midnight and it's 2,400. It is so humid, it's honestly insane. But yeah, that's it. It's a test session. That's why we test. We're more than likely probably gonna have to put a tighter converter in it, tighter stator in it. Like I said, I do have one. They sent me one with the converter. So I mean, for Circle D sending a just, hey, this is my combo. Like, I didn't tell them what converter or stator or anything I had in there before. It's basically like, hey, this is my combo. It's not bad. It's pretty close. Honestly, and I think it can go decently faster if we, if I raise the curve again. So we'll be okay. I mean, once I change the stator, we get some more data on this thing, I think we'll be okay. So, but it is what it is. I'm happy. I've been wanting to try a Circle D converter in my race car for a long time. I've known Chris for literally 20 years, and we've used Circle D stuff in all of the cars we've ever done since I've ever been in business. I started my business in 05, and I knew Chris from when I lived in Houston. He was just a little dude working out of a garage, man. And now he's just got a gangster shop, and he's doing well, and he's doing really good shit. So literally, when I called him up the other day, and I'm like, Chris, man, like, I've been wanting to try one of your shit. One of my buddy Carl just put a Circle D converter in his car, and the thing works awesome. So I hit him up like, hey man, like, I want to try one of your converters. Like, what can we do? This is a new car I got, new combo I got, and I'd like to support you, and I'd like to put one in the car. And he hooked me up, man. So I appreciate that. So that's that. We'll get a stator change, come back, and probably test. I'd like to test one more time. We got Yellow Bullet coming up in about a month, maybe a little more than a month. So I'd like to change the stator and do one more test day and see how close we can get. I'd love to go at least a team before Yellow Bullet, like a 4 something in the teens. I don't know if that'll happen, because, you know, depending on how hot it is, you know, we're having to do these rentals at night, at midnight, because it's so hot. You try coming here in the day, and the track's going to be 150 degrees. It's just not going to work. So, this is what it is. Solid day. The car went down every single pass. Obviously, you know, not the fastest thing in the world, but still, we're learning it. It's a new setup. So we changed the converter. We changed all 4 springs around it. We put longer springs on the back. We had 12-inch springs. We put 14 inches. And on the fronts, it was still a 12-inch. We left the 12-inch on there.
but we just put a heavier spring on there. It had 175 pounds on it, 175 pound spring, and we put a 220 spring, which I actually had from my Corvette. So I had those springs. So we just put them on, and then I had to order the back ones, put the converter in, whatever. Made some changes. It shifted every time there exactly where it was commanded to on its own. So that's good. We got that fixed. One thing at a time. It's a brand new car, you know, essentially. It was never really worked out before. It was built before, but it was never like raced and worked out. Worked all the kinks out. So that's what we're doing. Successful day. That's that. I'll see you guys next time. Changing the stator. This one was in there. It's too loose, obviously. Put the tighter one in there. They sent me a tighter one with the converter when I got it, but after looking at my data, they thought it still would have been too loose, especially once I started putting more timing in it and turning the power up. So he sent me a different one. So that's the one we put in there, and which might technically be a little tight for right now, but then once we start adding power to the car, we think it should be good. So this is what we're trying, and go from there. This is where all the magic happens, in here.
So this is what Don was talking about, like fins like a propeller on a boat. Those are the ones.
Yeah, I mean, this is the stator. It's
Yeah.
just all in how it moves the fluid through the converter. But kind of a little wild concept, but
Yeah, he tried to explain it to me in the car, and
well, Circle D does it completely different than anybody else. That's a whole nother can of worms. Like their stators are not like anybody else's. Their whole converters really aren't like anybody else's. They do a lot of shit with like CFD, like fluid, and there's like a whole program, and like they do it a lot different than everybody else. A lot of people have had good success with them, so that's why I wanted one. Yeah, we're welcome in.
I didn't even know you were here.
We just got here not too long ago.
What's going on? Good to see you.
You guys are the only ones that made it down too.
Yeah, I know. So they said they weren't going to race us till 6 o'clock, like I told you guys earlier. So we're like, whatever. We're literally hanging out for hours. I don't know what time it is, like 4:20, something like that. And they just announced everything, like, all right, we're prepping the track, radial guys, it's your time to shine, get up here now. And we're like, what the heck, like, whatever. We rushed up there. The car was ready because we didn't need to do anything because we were sitting around for hours. We just need to put the front end on, whatever. But we did that and went down. I felt it hit the traction control a couple times, like early on taking off, but I kind of figured it would do that. I'm actually shocked it even went down, but it definitely hit the curve a couple times. But they just prepped it after it was slick prep all day, and the sun is just beating on the track. So it felt pretty fast. It shifted every time. It felt like it sounded good through the gears, like it wasn't blown through the converter and stuff. So I don't know what it ran. It's like a grudge event, so we'll just have to get the ticket and see. But either way, it felt pretty good. I'm happy it went down. We got some data, figure it out, and prepare for tonight. Alright, so apparently we're like one of the only ones that get down, Don said. And the guy wouldn't give him the slip. Which I understand. At these like no time grudge events, they give it to the car. Like not your golf cart. Like they got no way to prove that he's with me. So we have no idea what it ran. But like I said, it felt good. It was probably a little slow on the 60. I'm gonna guess maybe a 114.60 or something like that. But the rest of the pass felt pretty good. Like I said, it sounded good, shifted. It wasn't like with the old stator, it was too loose. It was kind of just blowing through the whole converter. This was like shifting and lugging through each gear, so it was good. So we're about to get the ticket. I'll tell you guys what it went. Whoa, Don. Thank you. Okay. 117, so it was slow. 303, 449 at 170. So that's the highest mile an hour it's done yet. It went a 441 with the other converter, but it was way too tight. And that was, I think, with a 110.60. So way better 60, obviously, because the last time it wasn't the sun beating on it in like the middle of the day type thing. So tonight we can put some power in this thing and it'll be solid. There's Hunter back there. What's up, bud? Kid does a good fucking job, man. He's a hard worker. Fuck yeah, dude. I'm super happy with that. It is hot. And for like the first little like random little spray prep they did, it went down. I'm happy about that. We'll get this thing turned around and add some power and go from there. It still only has 10 degrees of timing in it up top, so 170 mile an hour. I'm happy with that. Awesome, man. What's that? We'll get back to you guys once I pull some data. Yeah.
Alright, yeah, good. Perfect. Yeah, I'm happy with that because the old converter, when it went a 441, was on like a 110 or a 111.60 when the converter was like real tight.
Yeah. No, that's perfect.
Especially in this weather, so.
Yeah, no, the track was shit out there and it rode the track control in the front, so that's all we were trying to do.
Yeah, that's fucking killer.
Because I mean, like the pass in there was only supposed to go like a 41 anyhow.
It was
without
the same.
track
It was
control and all
the
that
same exact tune that it went 41 on the other thing. I just changed the ship point, but it obviously hit the traction control here because the track is. Yeah, exactly.
That was good.
Yeah, I'm super happy with that.
How
Yeah, I know. It's
like an
close
hour,
when the
and we're
slicks
good
were
to
running.
go.
It was cloudy all day. Then when they call us up this, like, looks like the clouds moving now. They're not really fucking moving. They're not moving at all.
I'm fucking cold because the things are run this year.
16.
And
No.
why? We got 60 bucks.
Got 16 clubs, yeah.
What motor? I mean, it's a history.
Gen 3 Hemi.
Gen 3, that's like our factory.
Yeah.
Dude, dudes.
Yeah, that's what this sounded like.
what
It's
it is.
fucking Hellcat, bro. Like,
Yeah, all the new stuff's
Yeah.
Look.
fucking like a big Hemi, just small, dude. I'll show you.
The second plug belongs to the ride.
Me and Don, like,
Take the big valve, plug the hole, and hook that.
we changed valve springs on it, and to do that, you gotta pull the heads off. Because no one makes a tool to fucking
Hole, hole.
yeah. That's a whole nother thing that we're probably gonna make. But so when we pulled the heads off, he had Lewis's car at his shop, and we're just comparing them, and it literally is a fucking mini Hemi. You see if I can find it.
Little Hemi. That's the thing. What is it? This Instagram handle, Little Hemi. Little Hemi? Little Hemi.
Me? No.
Apparently, it's not Little Hemi. It is.
It is.
Yeah. It's just a little Hemi.
Yeah, it's just a little fucking.
Yeah, so I guess, in theory, like, only one of them really gonna light the chamber off, right?
It's funny, like, they get two different readings off of them. And that's why we have like an A and a B. One's definitely hotter than the other, but yeah, I mean, it's a small Hemi. Like, yeah, I don't know.
You're running a vacuum pump?
Yeah.
You do that on the vet?
No. The only thing I changed on this, I put the 121 on it. It was built for extra 75 like 5 years ago, so it had a little tube on it. So I did a 121, I changed the gears, changed the tires, for LDR shit. And then I just changed the converter and shit. But other than that, I haven't changed anything.
I don't know if that was any faster than before. Jamie's at PDRA, and I text him, and he's like, yeah, I should be able to send you a file, and blah, 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 and they ended up calling us up pretty fast, so I actually made a file for it. I left down low the same, simply because that tune should go 111.60, and it hit traction control a couple times before, because I think the track wasn't that great, and it went 117. So I'm like, I can just leave it in, and if the track gets better, it'll go 111, which is fine. So the only thing I did, I added a degree of timing up top. So I don't know, we'll see if that did anything. It felt good, it definitely hit traction control once or twice, but it felt like it was rolling up top. So, we'll see what a degree of timing did. I don't know if it took the whole thing, but it felt like a good little rip.
All right. I think I'm gonna explain. Yeah, Jamie's busy. I didn't, whatever. It went a little quicker to 60, 116.60, 302 as opposed to I think it went 303 earlier. It went a 447 at 171.3. So it picked up everywhere, so which is good. But I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna send Jamie this stuff. We're gonna pull plugs. I want to look at the strap. I only added 1 degree, and those things were so safe before, but Jamie might make a fueling change or something, so I'll leave that part up to him. I'll only tinker, you know, once we like dial the car in and you have a bunch of laps and I can play with it, you know. But for now, I'll let him look at everything. Still, it's solid. The sun's still out. I don't know what time it is. It's 6 o'clock. So we'll probably won't go up for maybe, I mean, I don't know when, but I'm gonna wait at least an hour. And then we'll be back. And I don't know how much we're gonna speed it up tonight, but I'd love to go a 420 something tonight. I think we'll easily go 3s. Sorry, these people just don't pay attention. They're just walking around wherever. 3s. I think we'll easily go 430s. It'll go 430 once the sun goes down and the track's better. But either way, next file I'm gonna wait for Jamie and see what we can do. And I'm gonna tell him to send this bitch. But Circle D converter, nice. Feels nice and smooth.
shift's good. It's dropping like perfect. Like, so the stator change was a good call. They originally had sent me one that was just one tighter than the one I had in there, but the one I had in there was way too loose. So I sent Pete at Circle D my data log and all that stuff, and he's like, look, I think the one that I gave you is going to be still too loose. He's like, so I'm sending you another one. And then that's the one I put in. So that's what's in here now. See you guys next time we go up.
Exactly like this.
Oh.
Yeah. So it's yeah, they had Mustang highway patrol cars back then in like in the 80s and 90s and stuff like that. So this isn't like this is like a exact like
So like a
car.
collectible basically?
Huh?
Like a collectible?
Yeah, they are if it's not a race car.
Yeah. But I like it. It's really
Yeah,
cool.
but like, so this is like a California one. They had Florida ones. They had like whatever, a bunch of different states or whatever. But this design, like, so all the stickers and stuff on the back and whatever, that's all factory, how they came, you know, from the police station or whatever back in the day.
How much horsepower do
25, 2600.
Dang. I can't wait to see this day race.
Thank you. I'll be up there.
Make a full pan.
Fucking shook the tires hard, like, I don't know, maybe top of second gear, something along those lines. Whew. Right. We'll get it. Felt like it left better. Jamie changed some shit down low on it, so we'll see what we got. We'll be up again. It's fucking late. Well, not. It's like 9:45 maybe. But I think we're supposed to be running until midnight, so we'll be back. That felt pretty fast. It definitely cut out. My man is stuck on the track and trying to crank it. I hope they don't send another car. He got fired up. I was about to run out there and help him. I have no idea what that ran. Felt okay. It shattered the tires again real quick, but like it pulled through it, grabbed and went. So that's it for the night. It's like, I don't know, 12:15 or something like that. Jamie was busy taking winter circle pictures. Good for him. New Harts Charger car at PDRA, Pro Boost. Randy Weatherford. So I just took the whole ramp and I fucking moved it up 100 RPM. But then actually a truck hit the wall or something, as I told you guys. So, and he actually texted me back. My phone was in my pocket, but I ended up pulling it out after he wrecked. And he's like, "Did you make a run yet?" Sorry, I was taking pictures. And I was like, "Dude, I just took the whole ramp, moved it up 100." And he's like, "Yeah, fuck it, run it." So this is what we ran. So I'll let you guys know what it ran. Well, new personal best when the moon looks cool. I'm assuming that can pick up the moon. When a 113.60, 294, and a 436 at 173.7. So, like I said, it felt pretty fast, and it shook the tire a little bit, but it grabbed. I was planning the whole time. Like, if it would have shook for another quarter of a second, I probably would have lifted like the pass before, but I think it's topping the shock out, like all the way right there. So we could have maybe used one click tighter on the extension. But either way, it fucking went down. Solid progress. We're literally the only car that went down every single pass today, and we had multiple people tell us that. Like, this was a grudge event, and we were just testing, you know, but everyone's like, man, you should have entered the shootout. Like, that thing's badass. Like, I don't know if Hunter caught any of it on camera, but a lot of guys were saying it, and whatever. We are running a grudge event, Bridge Wars at Cecil, which I think is like the weekend after Yellow Bullet, or the weekend, I think it's the weekend after Yellow Bullet. Like September 10th or something maybe. Either way, you know, it sucked not running last night, and then, you know, whatever today, but new converter, or new stator in the converter, Circle D, thing is gangster, man. It's working. It's allowing us to throw some power out of it, into it, I should say. It's getting there, you know. It's basically what we made 4 hits today, I think. The only pass I didn't get down today, which I got down, it shook at 2.6 into the run, was the one that it shook the tires. But as far as like not spinning and getting down a track, it did that. You know, we never had that issue, besides the first pass early in the morning to where it was still slick prep. Other than that, man, good day. We're all happy with that. It's like a little past midnight. We're staying here tonight, and we'll load up in the morning. And there's no point in driving home.
That's the sound of the police.
I know, I need to get those boxes for you.
I don't know what they got going on, but I don't know what I was saying. Oh yeah. So it would take us an hour plus to load up everything, and then I'd have to drive for, like, I wouldn't get home until 5 a.m. or even later, so there's no point. So we're just gonna sleep here, cook some breakfast on the Blackstone, and we're gonna kind of take our time loading up and hit the road. Other than that, hope you guys like this little update videos and stuff on the race car. I know it's obviously not my Corvette anymore, but it's still good racing content. So let me know if you like this and you want to see more. We'll keep taking you along every time. Later, guys.